In today's news, a white swan is on its way, and Wall Street has implicitly stated that Ripple and XRP were the source of this inevitable white swan phenomenon, and that they continue to be the cause of this phenomenon. In order to achieve financial independence, the XRP is the key to bringing trillions of dollars into the cryptocurrency market. This is a predicted event that predicts good fortune and huge growth in the cryptocurrency market. It is comparable to a black swan, which is an unanticipated event that brings about destruction wherever it goes. And Wall Street, namely Fidelity, has lately proven that the most significant white swan event that may ever occur in our sector is simply a regulatory clarity. This is the case in this particular instance from Wall Street. Pay close attention. And so, if we were to obtain a market structure law in the United States, which I believe is one of the most significant white swans that might happen to our sector, which is just legal clarity on the subject of market structure, now, this is really significant news, and it is of the utmost importance because we have another clip here, a little clip here again from Wall Street, but this time from Citibank, a known Ripple partner, confirming that they and other large institutions will not function in the United States while there are not clear laws in place. It is clear that this is Wall Street admitting that rules are essential and consequently implicitly indicating that Ripple and XRP are the most important factors in the regulatory processes that are currently taking place in the United States. Please keep in mind this document, which was created by Congress themselves and is titled Myths vs. Facts for the Fit 21st Century Act. The second bullet point in this section makes it quite apparent that the XRP decision that was made in July 2023 was to determine that XRP was only applicable as a component of an investment contract when Zipple provided it directly to institutional investors. The view taken by the SEC, which is that virtually all digital assets are securities, was brought into question as a result of the ruling. The fact that the court did not agree with the SEC's stance demonstrates the need of passing legislation. Right now, we are just in the position that we are in. Questions are now being posed of the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) and the rules that are being made in the United States. Ripple and DEXRP are responsible for everything to which we are witnessing. The white swan is rapidly approaching, and the key to unlocking it is Ripple. The regulations are being drafted right in front of our very eyes, and we can see that in this video clip from Congress itself. Chairman French Hill is pushing the agenda of regulations and highlighting the necessity of blockchain technology for tokenization in this new financial system. Pay close attention to this. Over the course of the previous month, the committee made history by introducing complete legislation regarding the framework of the digital asset market across the House floor with significant backing from both parties. This comes on the heels of strong support from both parties for the repeal of Staff Accounting Bulletin 121, which would allow regulated financial institutions to custody of digital assets. I am overjoyed that the subcommittee's attention today will now transition to other matters that are linked to digital assets, despite the fact that our work with digital assets is not even close to being finished. Within this category, the tokenization of assets that exist in the real world is one of the areas that I am most interested in entering today. It is possible that some people will consider tokenization to be nothing more than an extension of the discussion that we have been having in this committee for more than a year on digital assets. This is due to the fact that tokenizing real-world assets requires the usage of blockchains or distributed ledger technology. Nevertheless, it is worthy of its own separate discussion and prioritization, among other things. Tokenization has the potential to bring traditional finance onto blockchain networks, despite the fact that blockchain networks are often used to issue and manage digital assets. To place this in a different context, tokenization has the potential to help modernize markets in the United States by leveraging the efficiency and transparency of blockchain data. Not only that, but we also have the Digital Transactions and Currency Commission (DTCC) here, which is also looking for regulatory clarity in the digital asset and tokenization area so that they may continue to flourish and help the economy of the United States. Over the past few months, the United States government, Congress, and Wall Street have become highly active in the process of developing and implementing new policies that would enable institutional money to enter the cryptocurrency field in a secure manner. Due to the fact that BlackRock and Citadel want to be an open venue that has less rules and restrictions, it was recently disclosed that they are sponsoring a new Texas stock exchange to compete with the New York Stock Exchange and the National Association of Securities Dealers. What are the challenges involved in actually constructing and launching a totally new exchange? That's right, Katie. Well, they first have to get approval from regulators, so they will file with the SEC. Once that gets done, they have to actually then gain momentum. They actually have to see the trading start to happen, and whenever you have a new exchange. That really what needs to happen first is that the volumes increase, and that incentivizes investors and market makers to route to that exchange. To put it simply, if there is an increase in liquidity, it indicates that there will be better pricing more frequently going forward. In addition, this is the reason why the New York Stock Exchange, NYSE, and the National Association of Securities Dealers, NASDAQ, have been able to maintain their dominance and maintain their volume. If I had to guess, I would say that they are going after companies that would be traded on the NYSE and the NASDAQ. On the other hand, an individual could be irritated by certain new laws and regulations, as well as the compliance that has been implemented. Take, for example, the board diversity policy that the NASDAQ has implemented, which may restrict the ability of certain businesses to list on the NASDAQ if they do not achieve a specific criteria. If they are still interested in going public but do not match the requirements, they may decide to list their company on the Texas Stock Exchange. This is the kind of thing that this company is aiming to accomplish. They have the goal of becoming a venue that is more open and has less rules and restrictions than the NYSE. They are going to make a concerted effort to present themselves as the welcome state of Texas, which is inviting to businesses that might not want to go through the obstacles that they would see in New York. Furthermore, NITO would want to remind you that if it weren't for XRP, we wouldn't be in the position that we are in right now, given the current condition of regulations in the United States, which is showing signs of improvement on a daily basis. You can express your disapproval of this project as much as you like, and you can slam the price cap on XRP, which is extremely stable, but the fact remains that this is the case. In terms of the Ripple and XRP, we are currently at the point where we are, and XRP is going to be the one to lead this charge and explosive price movement. And in some highly bullish events surrounding Wall Street, once again, it appears that XRP may be getting a new listing on Robinhood in the very soon future. That is something that is quite exciting to see. Now I should make it clear that Robinhood is a stock exchange that has expanded to include cryptocurrency as well. Although technically speaking, Robinhood is not directly a part of Wall Street, they are a significant piece of the puzzle that helps connect retail investors like you and me with the financial markets that are associated with Wall Street. A global cryptocurrency exchange known as Bitstamp has been bought by Robinhood in an effort to speed up the acceptance of Bitcoin trading. It is a very significant development that the extremely successful retail trading program will soon transition to a cryptocurrency-based platform and eventually tokenize stocks. Ripple has a share in Bitstamp, which is a cryptocurrency exchange. Therefore, it is possible that XRP will be sold on Robinhood very soon. As a result, that is the whole of the situation. There is a growing sense of optimism and speculation over the possibility of a listing of XRP in the new Ripple Core coin on Robinhood. This is due to the fact that Bitstamp firmly supports the XRP ledger, having the dollar, the euro, the yen, the pound sterling, the Australian dollar, and the Swiss franc. During a recent interview, the CEO of Robinhood, Vlad Tenev, expressed his belief that cryptocurrency will radically reorganize the financial sector. This statement is strikingly similar to what Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse has been preaching for the past few years. And when Elena Turt, a journalist for Fox Business, contacted Vlad Tenev about the timing of Robinhood's Bitstamp announcement in relation to the wealth notice it received from the SEC for its cryptocurrency business last month, he responded by saying that, well, it's a global business, but he really didn't think about the fact that it was the SEC's birthday today. It would appear that Vlad Tenev and Robinhood are no longer afraid of or concerned about the Securities and Exchange Commission seat. This is the reason why he is making jokes of this nature. And it is not without reason the SEC appears to have lost their power and respect. And everything is coming around to the same point. Each and every one of these things, including Ripple, Bitstamp, and Robinhood, as well as Wall Street waiting for regulations that Congress is frantically attempting to implement right now. This is the only asset in the United States that has legal regulatory clarity, and after the litigation is over and done with, these institutions